Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Terratech with me, Ep3, and of course, welcome back to our journey to find the new biome. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today, and ignoring those rather large techs over in the distance. So today, our one and only true goal is to find the new biome, but if we have enough time, and if we have enough resources, I will also try and create our first trailer, using the hooks and the tow rings. Hopefully this works, as I think it will. I'm somewhat hopeful that's the case. Now, around here we do actually have quite a few missions, including... No, we don't. For some reason, I thought we had one of the crafty mic missions. Yes, indeed we do. So actually, we need to do this one first before we go on, but I'm probably going to ignore these rather dangerous-looking groups around us. Although, they don't seem to have too many weapons. Let's attack them quickly. If they have good weapons, we'll run. If they don't, we will hopefully kill them. Well, they have a lot more shields than we do. Hopefully, they have a lot less battery power. Just need to be very careful with our own battery power here. Oh, it doesn't seem like we're going to be winning this, but thankfully they're not really moving. So let's just back off, wait until daytime so we can get a full charge, and then we can kill them. Especially now, one of their shields is already down. Glorious daytime, and let's get going. And let's actually use our main lasers, shall we? It doesn't seem like they have too many close quarters weapons, although we do need to be a little bit careful about this one, since that one also uses lasers. So let's just knock out this guy first. Come on, get away from his lasers, thank you, back off. And hopefully we can get out without losing too much. Oh, do a bit of a swivel there to avoid all the damage on one laser. The enemies really have gotten a lot bigger now. I guess that is our fault, to be fair, since we have chunked up our own bot without really upgrading anything. Still, we lost one item, killed the first, and the second is badly damaged. We can just replace that straight away and put some of the blocks back. Like so. Actually, we can use one of the two blocks instead. That makes things a little bit sturdier. And there we are, back again and ready to fight as soon as our power is fully charged. I love this anchor system, but they definitely have nerfed batteries or shields, one of the two. I'm not sure if it was in this update, but it really feels like you just can't keep the shields up anywhere near as long as you used to be able to. And again, doesn't really help, we don't have too much firepower yet either. And fully charged, please. And try to. A lot of stuff has fallen off, at least. Look how big this guy is compared with us. Hello! We have lasers! Where is this thing's cab? That's my question. There we are. Yeah, that is a lot of stuff we can now collect. I can't wait to have the black hole generator, though, so we don't have to keep on putting things on other things. What on earth is that? Okay, that's just a tow ring medium. That's a monster wheel. Yeah, that's a monster truck wheel. Okay, that is awesome. I wonder what faction that's part of, since the experimental stuff aren't actually painted. Okay, that is really, really cool, and hopefully we will actually get more of those so we can test out how good they are. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, that is actually completely awesome. Let's put all this stuff on one of these cabs, and then let's get off and do the crafty mic mission, and then we can go. We'll just cancel all the other missions, since we'll find more of those as we go, and we can hopefully find the ice biome today. It'd be lovely if we could. You found an enemy base. Okay, then let's go and capture it. Defend it from the base guardians. I'm assuming this little fellow over there is the base guardian. Yep, that was actually it. That was a lot easier than that last mission. Although, to be fair, looking back on it, I didn't exactly play fantastically. Are they bunny ears? Naturally, we've got bunny ears. We're getting a lot of the cosmetic stuff for some reason this time around. Let's just put all of this on here, like usual. Now, what is that? It's like a coat hanger? No, it's the tow hook small. Okay, so now we do actually have the hook and the ring both for the smaller version, which is pretty darn cool as well. Okay, you can go away for a second. And the best thing is now with this, all we need to do is that, so we can instantly sell it. Although, I would like to sell my stuff here first, if that's possible. You do seem to have spawned a little bit in the ground there, buddy. Now, of course, what we can do is actually add this stuff to our own craft, because it will work when we are anchored. It's just, I'm going to wait until we get the mobile stuff, or until we have a separate vehicle, which will just act as our little mobile refinery, even if the mobile refinery does indeed have to anchor to be used. Hello again, Crafty Mike. Good to see you again, kiddo. Good to see you too, Mike. What stuff are you giving me for free today? Whilst I just kind of sit here and do very, very little. My base had another little accident. Okay, let's put you there. Thanks, kiddo. Now I can use this silo again. Oh god, after using silos so much in the last playthrough, I don't like even seeing them anymore. What, you didn't know? Silos can hold tons of resource chunks. Yep, we do know this, so I'm probably going to skip ahead right now. Okay, as if by magic, that is now complete, and we have the fabricator. And there's something called the Muddy Dog Wheel. I have never seen this before. It's a grade 3 GSO. We are now grade 3, so hopefully we will see some of those as we continue doing missions and just in general being on our journey. Sadly, it doesn't look like any of the experimental blocks can be built here. I was hoping that experimental blocks that will eventually become GSO could be built here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Either way, though, we can now have the hub wheels and stuff like that, so that will be awesome for the future. But for now, back to the inventory. And we're just going to ignore all of these. Well, we're going to cancel them fairly soon. You actually have to be fairly far away from them to be able to do that. And we are going to continue north in order to find the ice biome. Also, we have so many blocks now. Really building that second vehicle with the tow could happen fairly soon. The only problem I can think of is going up hills if the towed vehicle doesn't provide any propulsion, any of the wheels actually having any force, then we're going to have a pretty bad time in terrain such as this. Right now, it's really easy with these wheels, but yeah. Let's hope they actually move. Hello. No, come back. I can see your cab right there. Give me your reputation. Oh, we're too slow and nobody loves being shot in the face anymore. Back in my day, it was different. Well then, we are about to have an invasion, so let's anchor ourselves down so that we are constantly replenishing our batteries. And we now have some additional batteries as well, and let's face off against the intruder. Hopefully bringing some new weapons or new items we are yet to unlock yet. We are yet to unlock is all I needed to say there, but even so. Thank you, I'll be taking those, and there is your cab. Well, that was fairly easy, but no complaints here. And let's just put down one of our control blocks, and let's get all of these on this, and then we can continue north. How steep can the terrain be for us to climb up it? And apparently, extremely steep. I really love how much grip these wheels have. I hate how slow they are, and I'm thinking perhaps using these wheels along with some faster but less grippy wheels would be better. But for now, they're certainly getting the job done exceedingly well. Just slowly exceedingly well. Okay, maybe I will keep these lasers. When I actually bother to use them, they are absolutely brutal. Now, that's going to explode a lot, but I would love those batteries. And most of them actually fell off. Wonderful. And a load of these wheels, which I'm never going to use, but at some point, I will have a scrapper, and when I have the scrapper, I will have so many things from GSO. I should have quite a bit of money. Which actually reminds me, that means on one of our things behind us, one of our trailers, we're going to need a fabricator, a scrapper, and a lot of storage. Maybe not a fabricator. I think setting all that up on a mobile home, essentially, will be a little bit irritating, but it would be a good challenge. So maybe. Maybe. Depends on how much effort I would actually like to put into something which will probably be destroyed at some point during combat. Finally, a new biome, and we should break here, and... Don't flip! Okay, yeah, we flipped. Well, that was a rather harsh introduction to a new biome, and this, of course, is just the salt flats. So, nothing too special here, and honestly, one of the more boring-looking biomes, but still. I'm actually just happy to finally be out of that biome. We've been there for way too long. Well, since we're on such a flat area, let's go ahead and let's test out how on earth these toe rings actually work. Since I simply don't know right now. New AI would be fantastic. Do I really have no control blocks? Yes, I do. Sadly, no regular AI, but that's fine. So, let's just put you up in the air and attach the hook. Wait, which one should have the hook? The one at the front or the one at the back? It would be the one at the front, wouldn't it, normally? In that case, let's swap that out. So you can have this. Or doesn't it really matter? Now I'm trying to think about this, because I've definitely seen these in real life. How can I not remember the order these go? Well, for some reason I can't, but even so. There we go. Let's put some basic wheels on this thing, and let's see how this attaches. How would this work exactly? Yeah, there's a good point. I have no idea how this is meant to work. Maybe I should have tested this out in the sandbox mode first. Do I actually have to manually do this? So, like, using this and... No, this can't be right. I am missing something so obvious here, aren't I? Unless it needs to be the same vehicle. Is that the case? I mean, that's honestly fine. Okay, back in a second after I've been less dumb. Is that it? In which case, this isn't moving with me. However, if it was an actual AI, I bet I could put it on guard duty and it probably would try. So that's how we do it. You have to actually manually attach and detach. So, there we go. Back in. I'm going to quickly jump on over to the R&D mode, the sandbox mode for Terratech, and have a look, see what happens if I use an AI module. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and put down a block here so I can actually attach this correctly. As this really weirdly shakes, no idea what's going on there, but not too much of an issue right now. Experimental, small toe ring. Ooh, there's a lot of new stuff apparently. Trying not to look at that too much, because I feel like that would be a little bit spoilery. Then let's put down one behind it. Also, one thing I didn't test is swapping the ring and the hook's place, so the one trying to connect has the ring rather than the hook, and of course simply flipping it around. Those are two things I need to do. So, there we are. And let's build you up. Okay, well, I did have to grab it manually again, but it seems like with the AI going, it does try to at least move. And actually, in a way then, what we could do is build this up a lot more and make it a bit too heavy, but have some very heavy weaponry on. Essentially like we're dragging around a turret. Okay, dragging around a lot less now. So that's pretty cool. That is certainly one thing we can do. So yeah, that is working. However, it was still manual. We still had to simply detach and then reattach the hook. Now bear in mind, right now, this is still in the experimental section, so there might just be changes needed. Okay, let's flip the hook around. Still not automatically working? No, okay, that's fine. flip this around, I guess. I doubt that'll do anything either. Okay, in that case, let's put the hook on you. And put the ring on you. No. Yes. And nope, seems like it's still going to need me to do this. And actually, this way around's far more difficult because it means trying to place it on. I'll always have to place it on the thing behind. And that works the same even when flipped. Okay. Cool idea. Think it needs a bit more refining, and I think I need a bit more practice with it, but still. Also, all of this insanity is to do with the new venture mission, so hopefully that will happen soon. And now, let's get back to the campaign in which I still want to find ourselves the new biome. And maybe one of the AI as well. I really can't wait until we can send off our lovely guards here to do some mining for us, but that will be in the future, I imagine. So, let's continue onwards, and right now there is no need for you, especially since you can't use your wheels yet. So, goodbye. And hello, enemy with really big wheels, what are they? Are they the new GSO wheels, the muddy ones, whatever they're called? Hello? Hello? Really? You have no weapons, but you're just fast. Well, you are very annoying then. Because I want to see what those wheels are. Well, apparently you have a magnet, which is really irritating because it means that explosion then of your battery detonated everything. Come on, repair that wheel. There we go, thank you. So what is this? GSO bumper wheel. Have I actually got one of those yet? I probably have. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the single one I got. The muddy one is the one which I didn't actually get any of, I just saw in the fabricator. And that was a really annoying enemy. It was so detonatable. Detonatable? That's a term I'm now going to be using. Here's a question. If I use one of the anchored AI modules and I don't actually anchor it to the floor, will it be able to follow me? Doesn't seem to be able to, and it's stuck in this mode for some reason, so let's do that. And guard me. No, didn't think so, just thought I'd test it out first. I think I already know what I want to do in the next episode, or if we get a lot of time, do in this episode. And that's convert the back section of this craft into a bit of a mobile harvester slash refiner slash seller of things. Because right now, doing this is really boring. And yes, I am selling these raw, which is really stupid. I'm just trying to get the novice harvester thing sorted out. And since I don't need much more in the way of items, I thought I would just kill some trees. Taking a very short break from travelling north to just quickly do the Novice Harvester rank 3. This really shouldn't take all that long. I know I'm not refining items, and I should be, but this is just the fastest, quick way of doing it. And since wood and the rubber isn't really worth all that much, it's not too much of an issue. So what I really want to do very soon is convert the back section of this into essentially what's over here. Of course, this won't work whilst we're moving, which is very, very annoying, but as soon as we anchor ourselves, it should. In fact, let's test that theory out just to make sure. Whoa, that's a lot of new items. Okay. I guess that's because that's there. There we go, and then let's anchor ourselves, and yep, it is working. So if we had anything being held, we would simply sell it. So I will do that fairly soon. Now give me my light and my hook back. We had one of you before, didn't we? Did we have one of these? I think we did. Experimental weapons. No, we didn't. Okay, so that's a new weapon, a really scary looking one. Look at that thing. Oh, it's just a version of this one, isn't it? Okay, so finally there's a straight version of that. That would look really cool if we essentially destroyed this section of the craft and put it all the way back, so only the actual damaging part is on the outside. Fairly cool. And are you a fabricator? Yes, you are. We now have the Geocorp fabricator as well, so that's pretty darn awesome. Getting all the stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can make right now, which is really good for us. Okay, so that will be for the future anyway, so let's just get all this away. As my speech gets worse and worse by the day. You can always tell when I'm a little bit under the weather, because my stammer comes back a little bit. And the more sick I am, the worse it gets. Right now, it's in that lovely mild stage. I've got one of those... I've got a bit of a sniffle, so occasionally I've got a bit of a stammer. Oh, one more rubber jelly, and then that's finished as well. There we are. And anything interesting from this one? We got another pumpkin, and then stuff we've already seen before. Okay. This biome looks like the other sort of canyon-y biome, but it has a lot more flat peaks. If I was building a permanent base, this may be one of the locations I would have chosen. But either way, we now have another crafty business. We have destroyed the enemy army, Luxite Harvester or Luxite Harvester, and jettisoned cargo. So we're going to do these in the nearby area. Then we shall continue our hunt for the new biome. Well, thankfully this guy's a little bit distracted, so we can just sit here without our laser and happily pick away at him. Yeah, only repair bubbles, not as good as only shields. Also, when did I lose my weapon? Let's anchor on up, because we can. I actually have no idea when I lost the weapon. Either I threw it away, it got stuck on terrain, or it was just destroyed. I simply was completely oblivious to that. Also, I'm going to have to unanchor here, aren't I? Yep. Your anchored blocks are under attack. I know. I am the anchored block. And there is one of the issues of those two lasers. It means I can't fire downwards too well. Maybe I should use the angled lasers instead. That might be interesting. Well, there goes you. And finally... yeah, a little bit too high. At least it can kill that top block. And we're done. And a lot of very basic blocks. What's that? Jolly white beard. I think that's a fez. And a fez. Ooh, and we get one of these lovely chargers. Excellent. Okay, so a few interesting things at least. Let's collect them all up and then we'll go and do Crafty Business 3. Well, I can see the problem. Our shield isn't quite fully covering the two lasers at the front, the plasma cutters. So we need to be a little bit careful about them for the time being. They are being repaired constantly, but as we saw with the enemies, repair bubbles aren't good enough on their own. Hello again, Crafty Mike. What do you have for me this time? I'm thinking probably... actually, I'm not too sure. Probably the splitters, I imagine? If so, I'll be right back and teleport to the future when all this is done. Naturally, I've managed to break the quest because I added this receiver to the end a little bit too early. Because I knew it was going to ask me to do it, I just did it, and now it's asking me to do it again. And the problem is, I can't attach it anywhere except for that location, which it already thinks I've done. So, yeah, we're just going to carry on. I will probably have to abandon the quest and then get it from somewhere else. It wasn't anything too special anyway, it was just about the filters, so I already have them. I will just continue on. And once I'm 500 meters away, I will simply cancel it. A very small invasion spawned in, I was simply anchored, we killed the small invasion, and now we have a load of the venture blocks, amazingly. Sadly, it wasn't a venture tech, but even so, that's still pretty good for the future. I am now also getting a bit lazy when it comes to collecting every single item, because honestly, we would be here all day if I did that. So let's just grab all the things important. Goodbye. Darn it, I forgot one venture block. Ooh, is that a shield? No, it's not. I do see the venture block there as well, but oh well. So there we go, we now have a single venture weapon, some wheels, and some blocks. And Most exciting for me, I found a single thruster, or a booster jet anyway. Doesn't do much, but it'll do a little bit. Be nice when we have a second one as well though, so it's a bit more balanced. Scanning area for missions. Okay, well, while you do that, I am going to cancel crafty business. There we go, so we've grabbed it again. Oh, I don't think it's reset. It's all the way back where we already were, so I'll grab it at the next one. If it sends me all the way back, though, I'm going to be really annoyed. Fine, I'll go check. The good thing is, once you've found an item once, you tend to be able to purchase it from time to time. There we go, we now have 2 thrusters rather than just a single, which is lovely. Wait. You can actually purchase the resources. Oh, now that's something I didn't realise. I never thought these would ever come up for sale. So that means if you need, let's say, a single piece of rubber or something, you don't have to go out and find it yourself. If you're just needing it right now and you can't be bothered, you can just purchase it. That's really interesting though, because if you can purchase unlimited resources, that means you can make pretty much anything. I'm happy with that. And of course you can't purchase over and over again from the same place, but you can go between shops and of course just wait the day-night cycle. Well, that's interesting. Apparently it glitches out regardless. I waited until it asked me to do it. The blue section lit up, I attached it, and now we're just stuck here. Okay, it's broken in this version of the unstable branch. That will be the first proper bug we've encountered. That's kind of sad, honestly. I was hoping to not find a single one. I mean, it wasn't likely, but it would have been nice. The revamp to the old biomes looks amazing. Once again, an area I would very likely end up building a base if we were not playing a Nomad Challenge playthrough. Which we of course are. And naturally I get stuck. Thank you, Tractor Beam. And we shall continue north in our relentless crusade to find a new biome. Not the most exciting of crusades. Ah, hello. I thought we could sneak past this guy, apparently not. Yep, just stand there whilst I burn your insides away, that's fine. No, really, it's absolutely fine, thank you. One more mission done. Anything of note? Although some stuff of interest, all the stuff we've already seen before. Oh, hello. I think this might be the ice biome. Well, it certainly looks like nothing I've seen before, so it's either the ice biome or something completely different. Either way, I'm happy to see it. Yep, it definitely looks like it. Now, from what I have read, certain wheels do not do well on the ice and will slip, whereas other wheels are pretty much unaffected. I'm going to assume that the wheels I've got and their level of grip probably won't be too bad. Oh, I can hear the ice under the treads. Yeah, we have absolutely no slip. We are so slow and we have so much grip anyway. Oh no, there's a little bit of slip. Normally that's an instant stop. But there is a bit of a slide when I try and stop quickly. Goodbye to you. And now back to exploring. So what is actually here then? Let's see how much ore is here and how many different other types of resources. I'm hoping some blue crystals. It just would make sense to be here, wouldn't it? Oh. Yeah, not quite as much grip. It actually slows us down a little bit. I'm imagining regular wheels probably have a really bad time here. In fact, let's go and find out. Clink. Hello there. Let's make the most basic little thing possible. So let's just do this. 2 more wide, like so. No, 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 yes. So that I can put a good number of wheels on there. There we go. Only took me like 20 tries, and let's just go with the regular dirt wheel, shall we? Okay. Oh, yep, that is really, really difficult to steer. Going in a straight line's okay. That's me trying to stop, and let's try and turn around. Oh, yep, that pretty much just span out. I wonder which wheels are the worst, though. Again, these aren't too fast. I'm thinking probably the Venture stuff probably has a really bad time. Though saying that, that was pretty bad too. Let's swap out for the Venture stuff. Already pretty darn bouncy, of course. Oh, yeah, that's even... Yeah, that is... No, is it worse? No, I'm going to say no. Actually. Though turning is very, very bad. Though, honestly, they're bad normally, but even so. And, yeah, we just keep on spinning out. Any precision movement here is just gone. Okay, so... Interesting, to say the least. Let's go back to our normal vehicle and have a look around. It seems like we are already very well equipped for this, since we're using the Geocorp high traction wheels. That does look so odd. Anyway, jump back onto you. Let's remove you. I said let's remove you. Try number 2, please. Thank you very much. Well, I've got these rocky outcroppings similar to the salt flats. Break apart. Go on. Let's see what's inside of you. Just Plumbite. Okay. Ooh, Plumbite and a bit of you. The Carbite ore. Oh, you're the Plumbite stream. Okay. Sorry, seam. I do actually need some of your ore, so that's fine. I love that we can at least hear it under the tread, so it does actually sound like we're on something different. Not all that much to see, honestly. It's pretty. I'm glad it's something different, but... not much here, although it could be like the desert and occasionally have weird structures or weird outcroppings, but right now it just seems like a bit bland, a little bit plain, honestly. Still looks awesome. Don't get me wrong, no complaints, just I was expecting a bit more extremeness about it. Hey, blue crystals, okay, good. Ooh, what's that in the background? It's something glowing, can you see it? Top left, just underneath... my reputation bars. Oh, that could be just steam from the next biome. In fact, I think it probably is. Sadly, yep, it's just steam from the next biome. So, not the most exciting biome in the world, but at least it's something different and will add a little bit of variety to our journeys. But I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's episode. This was actually quite a long recording session compared to usual. Just not all that much happened, so probably 30 minutes like usual in terms of the actual video length. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favorites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Terratech is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, hopefully we can get ourselves an AI, and we can go off and actually have a proper trailer. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. Also, a desert structure over there. Goodbye.